Chris Sims, I already know where you stand on this. I don't even have to
Yeah,
ask
that's
who
damn
your
right
MVP
you do.
is.
That's right.
I don't even
Damn,
have to
anybody
ask.
could be the MVP of the Buccaneers at quarterback. Anybody. Damn.
This dude.
I mean,
This
holy
dude.
cow.
You
We could
trolling,
put
right?
10
You
quarterbacks in
trolling,
there.
right?
We could put 10
You trolling,
quarterbacks
right?
with the Bucs, and they'd have better stats and better than Tom Brady. That's insane. That's insane. Disagree. Sorry, I'm just coming in hot today. Hello. Good to see
Wow.
you. Good afternoon to
Wow.
you, too. All I was going to ask was, would you at least allow for it? I'm perfectly comfortable with Aaron Rodgers as MVP. He would be a rightful MVP, a deserving MVP. But would you at least give me this? It's at least a debate.
Oh, sure. Brady's definitely in the discussion. There's no doubt about that. You talk about him, Rodgers, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, certainly. Hey, the quarterback position, we know it's more important than the other ones, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, especially the way the league's set up right now. I just think, again, I heard some of what you said in there in the clip, and I understand. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that Rodgers' lack of talent around him, I just don't know if I even put it in the same stratosphere as what Brady has with Tampa Bay. Now, they do have some injuries right now. There's no doubt about that. I just, again, Brady's got some superstars on defense. The Packers have a good defense. It's nothing special. You're seeing it kind of fall apart here towards the end of the year. And let's not look the other night against Minnesota, with Sean Mannion at quarterback.
Yeah, but the Bucs defense hasn't been.
No, it's been hurting too, and they have injuries.
Yeah.
But this is where I would get back to. This is when I look at the Bucs losses. Again, this is what they're all Brady's fault. They're all of them. They're his fault. When I look at the Packers losses, okay, they lost to the Saints week 1. To start the year. That we can blame Rodgers certainly. Hey, he was out against Kansas City because of the COVID game. We could blame him for that too. There's no doubt. But that's not necessarily performance-based. And then the other loss is the Minnesota Vikings game where he was absolutely phenomenal, but they just couldn't stop the Vikings. Right. To where, yes, we've seen Brady, again, even last week, it was awesome in the fourth quarter and coming back against the Jets. But it wasn't, they were in that position because it was pretty average to that point leading up to it a little bit. So that's where.
But okay,
yeah.
I feel you. If you want to say Rodgers has been more consistently brilliant, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But to say that it's been Brady's fault, and listen, that shutout against the Saints is an eyesore. But what if I told you that Tom Brady has had 8 passes dropped in the end zone this year? And what if I told you that at least 4 of his interceptions, and this as a quarterback, have been of the fluky deflection off somebody's hands variety? To say his losses have been Brady's fault, that's hard to take.
Well, because Brady does nothing. If the offense in the game doesn't go perfectly, like you saw even last week, Brady can't offer any more. If you don't protect him perfectly and, things aren't open, okay, the play's over. I mean, that's it. And it's just not that same way with Aaron Rodgers or some of the other great quarterbacks in football right now. There's just too many plays where I can look at Green Bay and go, damn, nobody's open here, but he's going to dance around and then he makes some insane throw and they still get a 20-yard gain. And to me, that's where it's just a little different. And also, the Bucs are all about throwing and yards and doing that. Green Bay's not quite that way. They're not. Bruce Arians, he's got a little reputation of never, being consistent with the run. They love to get off in the pass game. It's all about that. The organization wants Brady to be, continue to have these huge numbers and look this way so they can keep him there, keep him happy. It's a little different style of football there because of the talent they have too. So that's going to lend itself to more yards and touchdowns to what you're saying as well. To go with it.
Let me tell you, Mike and Brother Sims. If this were baseball, these would be brushback pitches. You're throwing some Tom Brady brushback pitches, and going back to your youth, like Reggie Jackson. When this happened to Reggie Jackson would hit the dirt, whoa, oh wait a minute. Wow, I didn't expect you to be throwing 97 at my head like that.
It's real disrespectful. In a word, it's real disrespectful.
This is some.
I don't mean to disrespect you, Michael Smith.
Basically, no. I ain't talking about me. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Who cares about me? You out here saying the greatest quarterback of all time padding stats. That's what you just told us, that he out here padding stats.
Well, no, they're all about that. They get off on that. And it's not. I'm not necessarily saying it, but they get off on that in Tampa. Those coaches do. That's what they're about. You know, Green Bay, hey, they want to appeal to Rodgers too, but they're not good enough to just go, we're going to throw it in there no matter what, and we got weapons. When teams play pass defense, they got to run it a little. I know I'm disrespectful, but you know me too. The GOAT is number 12 in Green Bay. I look at the GOAT as number 12 in Green Bay, as you know. I've never seen a quarterback better than Aaron Rodgers.
Now it's not a brushback.
Yeah.
Now you hit me. Now I've been hit. Okay.
Listen.
It's not a brushback anymore.
Hey,
now I'm taking first
there's
base.
the GOAT. If possible, there's the GOAT. And then there's the greatest to ever perform at the position, and that's how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. You know, you preach to the choir on that one.
I got you.
Chris
I know.
Sims, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you preach to the choir on that one. Michael, you had?
So,
yeah, go ahead, Mike.
No, I do have a question. I'm going to move off this a little bit because I think I know. I don't even have to ask you in the NFC. Based on what you're saying here, you got Aaron Rodgers and the Packers as the 1 seed and as the favorite, I think. But how about in the AFC? Like, that thing has been a mess all season long. I can't remember the AFC being as open as it is this year. I can't call the best team. You tell me, if you had to just put your money behind one team in the AFC, who are you going with?
Listen, just to go off of what you're saying, I think both sides are wide open. You know, this is where, again, I would argue that Rodgers is the MVP because I look at it and go, I don't think Green Bay is one of the 3 most talented teams in the NFC. I don't know if they're in top 4. I might put them 5. They're not as talented as the Cowboys, the Rams, the Tampa Bay Bucks when they're healthy. The Arizona Cardinals.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, sorry, Chris. Sorry. This that bothers me.
Yeah.
Okay, they've had injuries on the offensive line. Injuries notwithstanding. Injuries to Jair Alexander. Injuries to Zadarius Smith. But other than wide receiver after Devontae Adams, I know you're not crazy about that group. Why do you keep saying they're not that talented? Like, they ain't got two great running backs behind Aaron Rodgers. Their defense has been really good this year. Why do you mean they're not that talented?
Michael Smith, their second leading receiver is Aaron Jones, and he's barely the starting running back. They don't even know. They want to play A.J. Dillon almost just as much. You know?
Okay,
there's no tight end to talk about.
All right, so there's that. I'll give you pass catcher. I'll give you pass catcher.
Safeties are average. Who are the linebackers? Tell me a linebacker that you can even remember. I mean, okay, there you go. They got Kenny Clark on the defensive line.
I think they play. Preston plays linebacker. Whoop-de-doo.
Preston, he's playing good. He's good. We watched the other night against certain games. You don't even hear Preston Smith's names called at times. He's not in the same class as JPP or Shaq Barrett or DeMarcus Lawrence or Micah Parsons. Yes, their best player on defense is Jair Alexander. He hasn't been there all year. You know, their offensive line's good. It's really awesome at pass protecting. I'll give you that. It's been beat up. Exactly right. Yes. And again, you know, we're starting to all go, oh, the receivers are better than we think. They're better than we think because number 12 at quarterback. That's why. Nobody's going to be like, if they became free agents, going to go, we got to pay Marquez Valdez-Scantling and get him on our team. And Allen Lazard, we got to have them and pay them double-digit millions a year. Okay. And the teams I just mentioned, are those receivers and their weapons are all going to get double-digit millions. So that's where it's just a different game that way.
Just so we're clear, and I'll let you answer Michael's original question about the NFC, but just so we're clear, Rodgers, not only should we touch the hem of his garment and be made whole, not only is Rodgers turning water into wine, not only is Rodgers turning chicken salad or chicken shit into chicken salad, you're telling me that Rodgers is throwing and catching every pass. That's what you're telling me. Like, with everything that's happening, it's him. He's actually inhabiting the body of the receivers, not named Devontae Adams, who are catching passes from him.
Do we have a highlight? If you guys in the control room have a highlight package of Aaron Rodgers right now, please play it.
Bring out the film.
Because you won't even listen. There's every throw I watch, like even the other night with Devontae Adams, who's awesome. I get that. I mean, he doesn't even need to have arms to catch those balls. He could just, if he had a pocket in his pants, he could go here, go in there. He'd go if they just made my face mask a little bigger and the ball could fit in there, you'll hit it. Look at this. You don't even need arms for these things. It's just one unbelievable. They're not even open.
It's incredible.
It's not even. Look at this. Let me watch this. Oh, boom. What? Are you kidding me? It's every throw. Every throw is so on the money. It's scary.
He wasn't open. Look at his yak. Look at all that yak in it. Come on, Devontae Adams, the best receiver in the league.
That was a screenplay called by Rodgers. Here we. So, yes, and listen, I don't look at Adams as the best receiver in football. I really like Adams. But, all right, so now let's get back to the point and involve Michael Holley in the show a little bit. All right?
Yes, you're right. Sorry.
AFC.
Sorry.
Let's get to AFC. AFC. I love it. Don't apologize.
NFC is wide open. NFC is more wide open than people think. AFC. Go right ahead.
This is wildly entertaining. I'm entertained.
I know. And all right. And I know that this is a year more than any other year I've ever seen in my football life where I do think it's going to come down to matchups more than, we have a great team. Just like this. Just for instance, this weekend. The Chiefs, let's just say they stay at number 2. If the Raiders win and it's number 7 Raiders versus the Chiefs are going to blow the Raiders out. If the Chargers win, it's going to be a nail-biter, and I'm not sure the Chiefs will win the game. It'll be like a really close football game, just like we saw. So I look at that almost throughout the whole playoffs. The AFC, I see it the same way. I think if you had to put a gun to my head, right, and just go, you got to pick one team in the AFC, I'd probably still pick the Chiefs, just because, hey, the defense has some playmakers. They can be ferocious. And then because of Mahomes and the experience and the playmaking ability there, I would go with it. I will say this. Don't sleep on the Tennessee Titans, though. They're not sexy, but damn, I will not be shocked if they're sitting there in the Super Bowl. Their O-line and D-line match up against every offensive defensive line in football. They'll never be in a mismatch there. If they can just get Julio Jones healthy with A.J. Brown, they don't... Derrick Henry, we know, is going to put them whoa, watch out. But even if he's not there and they just have the healthy receivers, I still think there's a good chance they could come out of the AFC. I really do. It's just not going to be 60.
That's Michael's squad, the Titans. I thought you were going to say my Bengals. That's what I thought you was about to say when you said don't sleep.
I don't think that's crazy either, Michael Smith. Again, it just has to fall the right way a little bit. There's certain matchups that I don't think are good for the Bengals that would scare me a little bit. And, but that kind of holds true with a lot of these teams. But I guess I'm saying it holds a little less true with, I think, the Chiefs and the Titans in the AFC, to answer Michael Holley's question.
Michael Holley had another question about the draft. We got one more for you. Get your draft question in for you.
I heard Florio teasing you earlier this week, talking about, hey, you want to be a general manager, Chris Sims. And I don't think that's crazy. I think you'd be a great general manager, Sims. And you can hire us as consultants, put us on staff. So
yeah, we can argue behind closed doors. Yeah.
The general manager in you, and I don't know if you've seen Hutchinson from Michigan play a lot, but a lot of people think he's going to be the number 1 overall pick. If you're Jacksonville, would you take Hutchinson or somebody like him in your second year in a row drafting number 1 overall? Would that make a lot of sense to transform Jacksonville? I know Jacksonville needs a lot, but would you start there?
Yeah, I would. To me, after you get out of quarterback, when you get into the next important positions, I think in a football team right now, especially the way the current NFL is orchestrated with such a passing game, yeah, I look at the pass rusher to be the next big thing. I haven't got a chance to look at the kid from Oregon, who I know, I've seen just little snippets here and there. I haven't got a chance to really watch Oregon this year. He does look like he's a little more explosive than Aiden Hutchinson, but Hutchinson certainly looks the part. But again, I'd be able to give you some more answers as we get closer to the, not the draft. I just got to get out of the football. After the Super Bowl, that's where I'll dive into. But yes, that would be a great move. If Hutchinson pans out to be what everyone says, worthy of a top 5 pick, yeah, they need some difference makers on the defensive side of the ball too. Jacksonville's got some pieces. They do. Defense, hey, listen, I still like Myles Jack. They got a few other good defensive linemen and some young corners that I like, but they don't have that guy that you can look at to go, oh, wait, it's late in the fourth, we're up by 3, and this guy can change the game. Josh Allen has shown moments of that. They're Josh Allen from Jacksonville, but I certainly think that would be a good move, Michael Holley.
All right, Chris Sims, we appreciate you, man. Go back to watching some Aaron Rodgers film and Aaron Rodgers YouTube highlights, which I know you enjoy doing in your spare time. And we will talk to you next week, man. We appreciate you.
All right, peace out. Peace out. That was fun. I liked it.
You're the man. All right, man. Be good.
Brushbacks. All those brushback pitches at Tom Brady. It's unbelievable. It's going to be a bench clearing brawl here. It's going to be a brawl. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.